everyone! Welcome to Oh That's a Podcast, the audio internet comedy variety show where every episode 3 hosts bring you a variety of fun, wacky, out-of-this-world bits. I am your middle host in terms of age, Thatcher Whedon.
And I am your... how would I describe that since I'm the youngest?
You're the babyest.
The baby... I'm the widowest host, Ian.
Widowest host.
The widowest host.
And I'm the ancientest host.
What's your name, ancientest host?
Isaac.
Dorime.
He's already a ghost. A ghost host with the most.
He's already a ghost. Welcome to Oh That's a Podcast, everybody's favorite podcast. And it wouldn't be a season of OtaP without at least one episode where I'm sick.
Womp womp womp.
Did you just say womp womp?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
I caught some sort of bug, but I got Gorpy. Gorpy's making me chicken soup, so we'll be good.
We love Gorpy. He's a real pal. He's a chum.
We stand Gorpy. We stand Gorpy.
Yeah, we stand Gorpy.
You guys got any good cold remedies I can try? Any family tried and true methods that when you're feeling a little bit under the weather, it perks you right up?
Nope, sorry.
I guess just hot tea with honey. That's kind of the only thing I ever knew growing up.
Ooh, add some ginger in there too.
Oh.
Fun fact, I don't like honey. Like ginger, not a big fan of honey.
Really?
Yeah.
Do some ginger lemon tea.
Ooh.
I would love some of that. I don't think we have any. I've been sucking down peppermint tea, though.
Whatever you do, just don't drink milk.
I don't normally... Can you think about this? Can you guys remember the last time you had a full cup of milk?
Nope.
Yeah, like a few days ago.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. You're one of those milk drinkers, Ian?
I like milk a lot.
What?
Ian's a milk drinker.
Ian's a milk drinker. He's a milkman. He's a milkman.
My milk is delicious.
I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Special delivery today. Well, we got a special delivery for you, and it's not Psychonauts references, it's funny haha bits. So who's got the first bit?
Can I go last? I almost never go last.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Yippee! Yippee!
Well, I'm bringing back an old bit.
Bits are back in town. Bits are back in town.
And I've given it a name.
What is it?
So you may remember from our very first season of OtaP, I did some Would You Rather questions.
I remember that.
And the first time I brought them up, I specifically found one that the website said something along the lines of Would You Rather questions for clever kids. So that's the name of the bit. Hard questions for clever kids.
I'm a clever kid.
Perfect. And this will work great, because if you weren't, then I would be have to change the name.
Then we couldn't. Then if we weren't, then it's entrapment.
So, without further ado, let's get right into these Would You Rathers.
Yippee.
Such as, would you rather wear a Dracula cape everywhere you go for a month, or a pirate eye patch?
Drac cape. No questions.
I think you would probably get a lot of questions, actually.
You could always just say it's orthopedic.
There's someone at Whitworth who walked around in basically a Dracula cape everywhere, except it was green.
What?
I think it was green.
What?
No, maybe it was black.
That's sick.
Was it high-collared?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was just their thing.
When I was in college, a guy showed up in an astronaut's helmet and handcuffs, and he was like, yeah, my mom works here. I'm trying to find my mom. I'm wanting to surprise her.
Although actually, wait, no. Thinking back, I think there was one time he had a high-collared one, and that one was black, and then most of the time he wore one that had like a hood. He just didn't often have the hood on, but it was like a very much a Halloween costume like quality cloak.
So it was low quality.
And I think it was green, and he just wore it around everywhere.
This man wasn't Elijah Wood, was he?
He was not.
Okay. Why would you? That's okay.
That's a fashion statement right there.
That's a fashion. Hey, 2026. Can we make capes the in thing?
I mean, honestly, that would be sick if capes were a thing.
What about you, Ian? Thatcher would wear a Drac cape.
I would wear an eye patch just because I feel like capes work better with certain aesthetics. And I don't really match those aesthetics, I think.
Wait,
what are the aesthetics?
Yeah, what are the aesthetics, Ian?
Goober, goofball, silly McSilly pants, those types.
Like Dracula,
Yeah.
the silliest man alive.
Dracula is pretty goofy, like intrinsically. I think I could make that statement.
He mind controls people. He drains their blood. He owns real estate.
He's all like blue, like, I mean, who does that other than a goofy little guy?
Yeah, like Adam Sandler.
I think I would also go for an eye patch, but I'd switch it every time someone isn't looking.
See, my thing is you can't drive with an eye patch on.
Yes, you can.
I'm thinking less about the fashion statement and more about the practicality of it. Because if you are wearing an eye patch, you have no depth perception, which means you can't drive. It's going to be hard for you to cook. You can't even participate in your axe throwing league. Like it's for a month.
I see what you mean.
But you can show up in your Dracula cape. You can strut down the hallway. Everybody's going to be so distracted by your fashion cape that they won't be able to throw any axes.
Didn't listen to Edna.
Okay, but this person's not a superhero. I'm not going to be in front of a jet turbine.
No capes.
But everyone's going to think you're a superhero.
Yeah, and then they're going to expect you to do stuff for them, and then it's like, ugh, now I got to help this guy.
Cape man, this building is on fire. Can't you save somebody? I'm not a superhero. This is a fashion cape.
You're a poser. That's what you are. You're a poser.
Fashion man.
Maybe you have to write on the cape, fashion cape. Parentheses. Not a superhero. Not a superhero. Fashion cape.
That's actually really funny.
Okay. The next question is, would you rather begin every sentence with, "Hey jerkface," or end every sentence with, "Haha, I was just kidding"?
So I don't really have that much of a problem with either one, because if I had to say one of those, I could just write that off as being like a
quirk.
Sort of like
it's what you always do.
It'd be like a Tourette style thing, right? Where it's like, oh, sorry, I can't control it. My bad.
Hey jerkface, how are you today? Hey jerkface, sorry, I can't control this. It's kind of a hey jerkface thing that
Considering, honestly, someone out there with Tourette syndrome probably has that tick, and we just don't even know it. I wouldn't be surprised, at least. But I think I would actually go with jerkface, because at least with jerkface, it's like, okay, this is like obviously like a joke, where it's like if I said haha just kidding after every sentence, somebody would probably want to punch me eventually.
And I think that would make it confusing too, if you had to do the haha just kidding after every sentence.
Yeah, especially if you're working with new people. Like, imagine you're doing a job and you're like helping someone with like a contracting thing.
Go do this, haha just kidding.
Make sure those fire alarms are up to code. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Or if you're, called to testify in court, like, did you or did you not see the culprit on the night of the 14th? I did. Ha! Just kidding.
Is that man sitting there the one who murdered your? Yeah, their name was Yor. He's like, yes. Just kidding.
Is this the plot of Liar Liar?
Yep.
Probably. I imagine.
Except I'm pretty sure it's the opposite, because Liar Liar, he
can't lie.
Can't lie.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're right. This question is because the opening bit is like honest. If you don't like them, hey jerkface. Like, that's kind of what he gets in trouble for, is like being too honest, because he's forced to. But before that, he would always lie. The haha, I was just kidding.
I think I would go with Hey Jerkface just because, yeah, it's. I think people will get used to it after a while.
Yeah, I was gonna go with haha, just kidding, but you guys have convinced me that that would get very confusing and annoying.
We did it, Ian.
Haha, we won.
Just kidding.
This is a fun one. Would you rather have to speak in rhyme for the rest of your life, or have to speak in riddles for the rest of your life?
Oh, sweet merciful heavens.
Rhyme.
Yeah.
Riddles,
yeah.
It's just impossible to communicate with people at that point.
Yeah, plus you'd always be, with riddles, you'd have to end every question with what it, and,
Yeah, that's true.
That's a deep cut. 5 points to anybody who knows that OTAP reference.
I know, because I just listened back to that to get this bit.
Yay, you get 5 points. All right, let's go to the leaderboard. Isaac has 5 points, and Ian, sorry, bud, you only got 1.5. It's okay. It's anybody's game, though.
I think riddles could be fun. You'd be like a mix between the Riddler and Jesus. It's just, the having to always speak in riddles for the rest of your life is probably the bit that gets it. Like, if it's riddles Jesus. Here and there.
Maybe Jesus could only speak in riddles. That would explain a lot.
They were parables!
Yeah, parables are like riddles.
Parables are like riddles, except you become a better person after the end of it.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
They're like fables, except riddles.
I mean, you're not wrong. I just have never heard anybody describe the life of Jesus Christ as the world's greatest riddle master.
Jesus, the first Riddler. Would you rather fight 1,000 ant-sized polar bears or 1 polar bear-sized ant?
Oh no.
Probably 1,000 ant-sized polar bears, because that's actually not a lot of polar bears.
That's like what, a solo cup full of ants?
Nah, that'd probably be like at least 5 solo cups, I think.
Okay.
Now we have the question, how many ants fit in a red solo cup?
I mean, considering the fact that regular ants can lift like 10 times their body weight, I think I would have to go with the many tiny polar bears, because I don't think I would, as cool as it would be to see a giant ant, I don't think I would fare well.
Oh yeah, it would snap you in half just like
Plus,
immediately.
polar bears are bigger than we think they are.
They are pretty big.
Yeah.
Last question.
Oh man.
Okay.
Double or nothing.
Would you rather live 1 life for 1,000 years or 10 lives for 100 years each?
10 lives, 100 years.
Yeah, time to get my whiteboard and try to figure this out. Is it do you remember the past lives?
My guess would be no.
Bogus. Hold on a second. No.
Actually, yeah, maybe that changes my answer.
You completely restart as an entirely different person.
But then
that's not
Yeah, that defeats the purpose.
That defeats the purpose, because that's not you at that point. It's a different human being.
It's Ship of Theseus. This defeats the premise. If you can't remember it at all, that just defeats the premise.
You may as well not even be reincarnating at that point. It's just a new person every time.
It's just, would you rather live for 1,000 years or just do what you're doing right now?
Fair enough.
Sorry to get so defensive.
Yeah, that was kind of bullyish, actually.
Sorry. Sorry, Isaac.
I'm sorry.
No offense taken. Okay, so you restart your life.
But it's a different... Okay. I would probably still do the 10 lives.
Also, a guaranteed 100 years is pretty legit, not gonna lie.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably do the 10 lives thing. I think it'd be neat.
Try something
to
new.
Just sort of... Yeah. You get ways to try something new. Plus, then you could be like smart baby, which is always fun.
My fantasies of being like an adult level of intelligence in like a 12-year-old body can finally come to pass.
Yep. Your fantasies.
But I feel like that would just be the same thing then. If you have all of the memories of the life, then that's just the same as living for 1,000 years.
But you're restarting.
But you get to be a child.
If your brain is not a child, then that's just changing your body.
Well, I'm not talking about living as a child from like a lived experience perspective, but from like I'm getting to play the role of a child again because I am literally like less than 20 years old, you know?
I think I stand by not having the memories of the past life.
Interesting.
But that defeats the purpose of the
See, I stand by having the memories of the past life. Because otherwise, I think 1,000 years, it would just get boring after a while. And as we all know, every person who's immortal gets lonely. But if you know, like, I feel like it would be easier to fall in love and have a family if you know that you're going to die as well as this person. Sure, you'll come back and you'll remember things, but I think it would be easier than
but
just
then
being
it's like you're not dying. I don't know. Those feel the same to me if you remember.
See, for me, it's just you get a reset button built in.
But it's not a reset because you remember everything.
But in terms of lived experience.
No, but it's a reset externally. If you commit a bunch of crimes and then you die and then you're new baby, it's New Game Plus. You don't have those crimes anymore.
It gets more difficult. New Game Plus, everyone has 10% more HP.
This run, I'm maxing out my strength stat.
Yeah, it's like when you live 1,000 years, you don't get to be a baby again. You don't get to be a little kid again.
You don't get to freak people out by like knowing all the words to Pirates of Penzance.
So basically what I'm saying is that we have moved beyond what I think are the constraints of the question to form a new one, which is simply that you guys want neither and would rather live for 1,000 years, but after every 100 years, your body resets.
Isaac, have you met us? This is what we do with every question.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The polar bear sized and Hey Jerkface and Dracula Cape were all within the constraints.
I guess so.
But those were simple. You had to make it complicated, didn't you?
I did. Okay, well, that's my bit.
Yippee!
Yeah, living for 1,000 years. That's really an interesting thing.
Hey, did somebody say living for 1,000 years?
Nope, definitely not.
No, I literally could have sworn someone just said living for 1,000 years.
Yeah, no, nobody said that. Sorry.
I said that.
He said it.
Thatcher, stop gaslighting him. You didn't say that.
No, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, You're the gaslighter. You dirty.
The most non-yes and possible interaction.
Anyways, guys, it's the Spookmaster General. Whoa!
What are we doing? What is this?
We're talking about living for 1,000 years, Spookmaster General. What would you do given the question that Isaac just asked?
I mean, considering the fact that I'm like halfway there, it's pretty cool. It's pretty
You're
cool.
500 years old?
Give or take.
Wow.
Yeah, this is,
Looking good for 500.
Thanks. I moisturize and eat vegetables and that sort of thing. Anyways, I'm here again with another tale from my cabinet of curiosities.
Curious.
Cabinets.
Yeah. You guys are still learning about extraterrestrials and that sort of thing. So I thought I'd bring you guys a real good one.
Okay.
Hit us. That sounds
hit
like
us
a time.
with it. These alien curiosities.
I'll leave it here with Thatcher. I gotta go watch my soaps. But you guys have fun now.
Okay, bye, Spookmaster General.
Bye, Spookmaster General. Alrighty. Holding up this VHS tape and blowing the dust off. Today's story is the story of the Hopkinsville Goblins.
The what?
The Hopkinsville Goblins.
That didn't answer my question. I don't know.
It's fine. That's the point of the bit, is you get to learn about the Hopkinsville Goblins.
Okay.
That sounds like a fantasy. That sounds like a sports team in a fantasy universe.
The Hopkinsville Goblins
versus the
Sandown Clowns.
Okay.
From the other Cabinet of Curiosities this season. Okay, so previously on Cabinet of Curiosities, we've looked at a lot of stuff in Britain for some reason. Geff the Talking Mongoose, All Colors Sam. But we're going down to good old America. Today's story takes place on August 21st, 1955, somewhere between Hopkinsville and Kelly, Kentucky. So the story starts with two families who had decided to hang out and play some card games, enjoy a nice, peaceful evening together at home. But little did they know that peaceful would be the last thing that evening would be.
So at the end, there will be peace?
I mean, you got me there. Late in the evening, Billy Ray Taylor went out to get some water from the well when he saw a round, metallic object streaking through the sky, trailing light behind it. Billy Ray goes out and decides to look at this thing a bit more, follows the light, follows the object to see where it landed, and then he sees one of these creatures. So he's like, oh my gosh, it's a creature. He runs back to the house to tell everybody about it, and nobody believes him until one of the creatures appears in the window. Let me break it down for you. Here's what it looks like. Last time we had a very tall alien. This time we got some real short kings. These guys are 3 to 4 feet tall. They got big old glowing yellow eyes, tall sharp ears, long arms with big nasty clawed grippers, little legs, and they're all silvery.
Isaac, that's us.
Oh.
Get it because we're short kings?
Yep. And we have glowing eyes and long ears.
Exactly.
There we go. And you're both from Kentucky. Now, gentlemen, what would you do in this situation? You're in a house in the middle of the country, middle of the night, and there's a weird goblin thing at your window.
Invited in for some dinner, obviously.
Okay. Good answer. Ian?
I think I would strike up a conversation first. Maybe ask him who he is, how he's doing.
Okay. They opened fire.
That tracks.
They took out a shotgun and blasted the window, completely tore up the screen, and thus begins the siege. The aliens retaliate by trying to grab at the hair of one of the people inside, but they don't come away with anything. So the family barricades themselves inside the house, taking occasional shots at the aliens who continue to clatter at the windows, perch in trees, and run amok on the roof. After about 4 hours of occasionally shooting at these little goobers, the two families make a break for their cars, where they drive to tell the police about the situation. The police come, and they don't find anything about a busted window screen. No signs of aliens, no signs of nothing. Additionally, no signs of intoxication either. Meaning that these people probably weren't drunk. The families decide, okay, let's try to get some sleep when the aliens return!
No!
It's another standoff, but this time kind of more of a standstill, just like they saw one and they're like, okay, let's barricade ourselves inside. And then the aliens leave once morning happens. And that, in a nutshell, is the tale of the Hopkinsville goblins.
Wow.
So boys, what do you think this was?
Faye.
Okay. Good old reliable Faye.
They came in to try and make a deal, and when they were greeted with a shotgun, because it's Kentucky, they resorted to violence.
I like the idea. Sorry, this is why Faye aren't seen around anymore. It's because people got firearms and they're like, oh, hold on a second.
Well, just shoot first.
Yeah, wait a minute. We can't make a lot of deals with this now.
I think it was probably the...
Do you think it was aliens?
I mean, it could be. It was probably like some sort of like mutated animal, though. Like maybe a wild cat that like just, I guess in this case, maybe lost the genetic lottery. Now it just looks like some weird thing, and it can
walk around.
Yeah,
but I'm assuming they didn't find any prints outside.
Nope, they didn't. Actually, here's what people believe it was. Experts say that this was an owl encounter.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If you look up pictures of the Hopkinsville goblins and a picture of an owl, you can kind of make some similarities out.
Long ears, yellow eyes.
Yep. The claws, they kind of floated all over the place and went from one place to another. If you think about where the goblins were perching, like on trees and on the roof and on fence posts and that sort of thing, it kind of makes sense, where owls would be.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And certain owls are very territorial.
What owls does Kentucky have?
Kentucky Fried Owl.
Come on down and get
no.
yourself some Kentucky Fried Owl.
So I have a couple more notes about this. So while this was probably not a real alien encounter, this did inspire a lot of different things.
Did they form a mob?
No. There is a festival there that's like held there annually. But the event also inspired pop culture things like the Pokemon Sableye,
Ooh.
the film E.T. the Extraterrestrial, the movie Gremlins, probably,
Yeah, that tracks.
the movie Critters, probably,
That tracks? Question mark.
and, according to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, a musical.
What's the musical
what musical?
called?
I didn't actually write that down. I think it was called It Came from Kentucky. It was a very small musical that premiered only in Chicago, but according to the third rule of Oh, That's a Podcast, everything has to get a musical eventually, whether you want it to or not.
And the question is always, which came first?
The musical or the egg. I'm looking forward to further cryptid musicals that will come out. Especially looking forward to the Oh, That's a Podcast production of the Mothman Prophecies, the musical.
Can I be Mothman? Please let me be Mothman.
Give us a tight 2 real quick. Auditioning for the role of Mothman is our own very Ian Jones.
Yes, I'm Ian Jones. I'm here to audition to be Mothman.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we got our panel of judges. Myself. We got Isaac Dietz over there.
Yes, I will judge very harshly.
I recognize Spookmaster General. Hello, sir. It's an honor.
Yes, hello. I was good friends with Mothman, so I'm really excited to see your rendition.
Okay, let me just do some vocal warm-ups really quick. Oh, the dogs are barking.
Anyways, on with the audition. Give us your Mothman. Read. You can just read from the start of the page. Here, Isaac, you can set him up. Read the line before his.
And then Mothman turned around.
So we're getting pizza after this. Hold on. Wait. Sorry. Let me go again. I think I can do that better. So we're getting pizza after this. Ah, that doesn't sound right. Oh man.
It's okay. I think maybe let's try the musical number. Let's try one of the musical numbers.
Okay.
We'll do the number that happens right after Jimmy discovers the Mothman.
Okay.
The song that Mothman sings. I can it's usually a duet. I can try to do I'll do the part of Jimmy for this. Okay. I'll intro you in and then you can take it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! The Mothy Man!
I am the Mothy Man. I come from a land,
A faraway land!
a faraway land, where a moth can use a fan. Right? Is that good? Is that good? Do I get the part?
I don't know, Isaac. What do you think?
I mean, we'll discuss it further, and you know,
Okay. We'll
give
call
you a
back.
call back if.
I can do the second verse. Look at this net.
No, I
that
think we've heard
found.
enough.
When
I
I,
think,
say
yeah,
go, get ready to throw a go.
Yeah, well, where's the next guy?
I'm over here.
Okay, bring him on. Bring him on.
You hear a clop, 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 and a horse wearing a top hat walks into the room.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I think you're. This is for the Mothman musical, the Mothman Harmonies. I think you're looking for Mr. Ed the musical, which is the other auditorium.
How dare you? That's very insensitive. And he walks out.
Well, okay.
Man, you just because he's a horse, man. Like, what's your deal?
Well, he had written on him a paper sign that said, "I'm here for Mr. Ed the musical."
But like, that could be anything.
I'm confused.
So am I. Let's move on to the next activity.
Hey, you guys hear that?
What? What do you hear?
Hear what?
It's my phone. And look at that. It's another question
Whoa.
from the International Alliance for Astronomical Investigation. It's another one of their alien questionnaires. Wow.
Whoa.
Let me just pull it up here real quick, and I'll get to asking their question that they have to determine who among your friends is an alien imposter and who's a human.
Is it like the hit game Among Us?
The hit game Among Us? Probably. Let's see. So the alien question, the question that they have for us today is, what is one Olympic sport that doesn't exist but should exist?
I already have mine, if I could go first.
Okay.
Do it.
So we've all heard of darts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I don't think I have darts.
Yeah, DARTS, darts.
Darts?
So it's a game where you take a dart thing, you throw at board, you get score, you win, right? Yeah,
Or lose.
yeah. That can happen too, if you're bad.
Okay.
So my pitch is for a new game called not darts, but boards.
Called not darts.
No, it's called boards.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you have on a wall, roughly 20 feet away from you, is a giant dart. And then you hold in your hand a very large disc with symbols on it, and you throw the disc at the dart connected to the wall, and you try to land it on the specific spot on your handheld board to get the most points. Or I guess in this case, you have to get the most points.
What's it called?
It's called boards.
Boards.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it would be called Strad.
Strad. Oh, darts backwards.
It's reverse darts.
Curse of Strad.
Yep.
I like this. Question though.
Yes.
If you look at a dart, it's very aerodynamic, designed to be thrown and fly through the air and to stick in something. No?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are correct.
If you look at a board, it's not that. What are your plans to facilitate easier chucking of the boards?
Well, I mean, the intention here at Boards Games was to not necessarily to make it easier, but just to reinvent darts in a more hardcore kind of way. Like it's not impossible. We've lab tested this game. It's totally possible to throw a board at a dart and have it land. Yeah. So we don't really plan on making it easier, especially because that might just take away from what makes the sport so interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a game that's popular on Earth, but it does sound like something popular on Zebulon 5. Ail-Ian.
I've never heard of this planet that you speak of.
Yeah, same.
Zebulon 5? Is that where you're from?
Kind of weird that you know the name of that planet, actually.
I just made it up. It's just off the top of the dome. It's not like a real planet like Neptune or Rorschach.
That Rorschach was a person.
Or Melmac.
Or Big Mac.
Or Big Mac. Or Big Sling Wingding. Isaac, what's your Olympic sport that doesn't exist but should?
Well, I was just going to do one that isn't an Olympic sport that totally should be, but Ian has inspired me with making up a sport.
Mm.
So this one isn't fully made up, but I mean, it's not a sport and it totally should be a sport, and that's Calvinball.
Agreed.
Okay.
Calvinball. Hit comic strip Calvin and Hobbes.
Basically, the rules change whenever someone wants to change the rules, and it just goes from there.
Much like how I feel while playing Magic the Gathering.
So is there any format to this game?
Well, it starts out, you have a ball, typically like a volleyball or soccer ball, but you could use a basketball or tennis ball. It doesn't really matter as long as it's ball-shaped. And then you have two teams, and they fight over the ball and make up the rules from there.
There's a very sorry song sometimes.
So could I just be like, I want 3 teams instead of 2, and then that's like now a rule that has to work?
No. The basic rules still have to stay there. There has to be a ball-shaped item, and there can only be 2 teams.
But you can break the rules whenever.
No, you can add rules whenever.
So can I add a rule that says you have to play with 3 teams?
No, because that would go against the starting rule.
But that's the rule.
But the rule is that you add rules that don't go against the starting rules.
Well, I have a rule that says that you can actually go against the starting rules.
Well, then you shouldn't be playing Calvinball. You should be playing Ian Ball.
You can't keep me from playing Calvinball. Who do you think you are?
Ian's going to make his own Olympic Games.
I have been playing this sport for 30 years. I have won several championships.
But this isn't a sport that exists yet.
Says you.
Yeah, it might exist on Smebulon 3.
Well, how would I know? I've never been there.
Yeah, that sounds like that's a pretty realistic alien planet name, Ian, for someone who claims they're not an alien.
Well, I like to be aware, okay? I have my mind set on things outside of what's directly in front of me. I'm very politically active, in fact.
Ail-Ian, huh?
Thatcher, Thatcherus 4.
That chair.
The extra thatched terrestrial. My sport would be badminton.
Isn't that an Olympic sport?
Pretty sure it's not. If it was, I would know. Turns out it was, and I was wrong. Now that's the end of my whole song. Let's get back to the episode now. Ian, what's your bit?
I'm bringing back...
My daytime cold medicine is wearing off.
Sheesh. I have brought back a game that we played fairly recently. It was played this season.
Is it Mumbly Peg?
What?
Is it Mumbly Peg?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ian's Funny Cooking Bit is what it's called on our
Whoa!
Discord. But it's not actually called Ian's Funny Cooking Bit. The name of this bit is gonna be Sliced.
Sliced?
It's
okay.
like chopped, but it's not chopped, it's sliced.
But it's not chopped, it's sliced. Okay.
Slice of Life. It's called Slice of Life. I like that name, Slice of Life.
Tell us the rules of Sliced.
Rules, very simple. Each of you gents has a random ingredient generator. You will generate 5, each of you, and then I will spin this wheel to determine what required cooking device you must use to make this food item. And then after that, it's whatever you want to do, as long as you keep the recipe and keep the dish within the boundaries of the items that have been granted to you.
Alrighty. Finger on the button to randomize.
Yep.
Alrighty, do it.
Boom! Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Thatcher, what did you get? What 5 items did you make?
I got sprouts, chickpeas, sunflower seeds, guacamole, and breadcrumbs.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. This is very strange. Peanut, chutney, panko breadcrumbs, strudel, and mint.
Okay, now I will first spin the wheel for Thatcher to see what item he needs to use to make this dish.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Whoa, you lucked out because your item is an oven.
Yes! Oven!
And for Isaac's appliance, you get a toaster oven.
Okay.
It's like an oven, but smaller.
Like, thanks. I'm imagining, like, The Price is Right. Drew Carey's like, okay, and your prize is a toaster oven. And, like, one of the models just, like, starts gesturing towards it. And he's like, it's like an oven, but smaller.
I will say you guys got relatively lucky because some of these were kind of bad.
Yeah,
they included.
We didn't get deep fryer.
Boiling water, waffle iron, campfire, blowtorch, and toaster were possibilities.
Okay, time to go into the kitchen.
Yep.
Wachung. Okay, I'm good. I'm ready.
Mr. Thatchman, could you please tell us what food items and appliance you're using again?
All right. Well, since I'm sick, I didn't want to touch the food and get it, contaminated. So I called up. I outsourced it to my good friend Gorpy.
This is a Gorpy special?
Yeah, Gorpy's coming back, man. I had sprouts, chickpeas, sunflower seed, guacamole, and breadcrumb, and we had to use an oven. So Gorpy and I we collaboed. We worked hard, and I'll let him explain it. Hello there. But no, that wasn't. What was his voice? Hello, sir. Hello. I'm Gorpy.
Oh, hey, Gorpy.
Today I made Uncle Peeb's fun waffles.
Okay.
This is from the Greek side of my family. So to make Uncle Peeb's fun waffles, you're gonna need to. What was his voice?
I don't remember.
But I kind of like what you're going with here.
I think it was like this.
Sounds like Steven Universe.
It does.
It can just change every time.
He's sick too. We're both sick. To make this, you're gonna need to cook and mash the chickpeas up and mix them with the guacamole. Then you're gonna take a breading dish and fill it with sprouts, sunflower seeds, and breadcrumbs. Take the chickpea and guacamole mixture, roll it into balls, then roll the balls in the sprout, seed, and breadcrumb mixture, and pop them in the oven until they're golden brown. Uncle Peeps fun waffles.
Okay, all right. So, question: Are you meant to eat this with any type of sauce, or do you just eat it as is?
Yeah, they're perfectly good the way they are, but you can dip them in ketchup.
Oh, okay. Because you didn't mention any seasonings or anything, so.
It's made of guacamole and chickpeas.
So there's no like added seasoning for flavor.
Well, they wasn't included in his ingredients list.
Well, I mean, no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, hold on a second, bud.
Dang it, I didn't think about that. Alrighty, that sounds really tasty. Let me get a bite out of it. Crunch. That's something. Oh wow. Yeah, that's quite a.
Glad you like it.
Yeah. It's sure is something. Alrighty. We'll move on to our next player in this game of life. Isaac, could you please tell the people at home what ingredients and appliance you used?
Yep. So I had peanut, chutney, panko breadcrumbs, strudel, and mint.
Okay.
So because chutney is a type of spread, it doesn't mention what spread exactly, I decided to go with a mango chutney.
Ooh, mango.
So you make a mango chutney, and you combine it with some mint. You take the peanuts, and you create kind of a homemade peanut butter just by mashing them. You don't add anything, it's just mashed peanuts. And you layer both the mango chutney and the peanut into the strudel.
Whoa, hold on.
Whoa.
And that's the filling, that's the inside filling of the strudel.
Whoa.
And then you sprinkle panko breadcrumbs on the outside. And then you stick it in the toaster oven on, like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it crisps up the panko breadcrumbs on the outside and also crisps the strudel. And then you have a peanut butter and jelly strudel.
Oh.
Question. What? This almost sounds like some sort of a fun breakfast time treat for the children. Is this something that kids could make before going to school, perhaps?
If you have all of these ingredients on hand, absolutely. If you need them to make chutney or a strudel, probably not.
This kind of weirdly...
But you can just get some pre-made mango chutney and pre-made strudel from our online store.
I do want to point out that both times you have essentially just like gastro-engineered just a remade version of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's the ingredients I've been given.
It's not my fault. Because last time you made elderberry and almond butter and other stuff.
That's what I was given.
Peanuts and chutney.
Man, Isaac, you need to get nerfed. You're just too strong.
And besides, you just need to branch out what things can be peanut butter and jelly.
Everything is peanut butter and jelly. Look around you.
Bologna sandwich. It's just peanut butter and jelly.
That's just peanut butter and that's just weird peanuts. Mustard's just a type of jelly. Actually, no, I think mustard's more like peanut butter because you're grounding up a seed.
True. Wow. Okay, so we have both of the contestants' foods here.
Yep.
I really want to try both of these dishes. I'm gonna be. Well,
I thought you did. Yeah, you tried.
Did you try mine?
Yeah.
I hadn't tried your. Yes, I did in universe try yours, Thatcher. Let me try Isaac's really quick. I'm just gonna pick it up and then. Woo! That's very interesting. This is kind of a feasible food item somehow. I actually do really want to try this though, off script.
The PB&J strudel.
I'm gonna try the chutney Pop-Tart.
Yeah. Sheesh. Wow. Crazy food items.
Which one wins, Ian?
Oh yeah, I have
Which
to
one wins?
Oh yeah, I have to choose a winner.
And which one tastes better?
Huh? Are you gonna tell Gorpy that he loses again? Are you gonna tell this adorable face that he loses again? Hello, sirs.
Yeah. No, sorry, Gorpy, you lost, buddy. Isaac's is just too good. It was too good. What can I say?
Sorry, Gorpy. It's probably because you were sick.
Oh,
You know, you just weren't on your game.
I was the sick one.
I'm feeling fine.
But you said he was also sick.
Well, it's just a little bit of a throat thing.
Well, there's always next year.
Well, shucks.
Well, sometimes having a little bit of a throat thing interferes with your cooking ability. It's known.
As we all know, most of the cooking knowledge is stored in the throat.
It's very true. That's why you have Gordon Ramsay, right? That's his name?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why he yells a lot.
Yeah, because that's where all of his knowledge comes from.
That's where all of his knowledge comes from. Yeah, he doesn't speak from the diaphragm. The diaphragm. I'm sick. He speaks from the throat.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for today, and I can say with certainty that was definitely an episode of Oh, That's a Podcast.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Well, Ian, what can they find on our Patreon?
All right. Wait a minute.
Skipping a couple of steps, are we?
What? No.
Well, I'm gonna break a tradition of Thatcher being the one to do the outro all the time and just do all the things. If you like the stuff that you're hearing right now and you want to find us on other platforms, you can find us on Twitter. That is OTAP_podcast. We also have a Blue Sky, which is OTAP-podcast. There's also a YouTube and an Instagram. Those are both OTAP_podcast as well. And if you want to give us an email, give us some advice, let us know how the show is going, then you can email us at othatpod@gmail.com. We also have a Redbubble, OTAP-store. You can get a sticker of the Fish Tree Brigade's national symbol.
We also got brand new certified human design. Well, not brand new by the time this episode comes out. Well, not even brand new by the time we've recorded it, but it's cool. Looks like the Rotten Tomatoes certified fresh, except it's a human, and it says certified human.
It's really cool.
No aliens here.
And if you want, let us know if there's any designs that you want for merchandise. Comment, email, tweet.
Give us an excuse to make a Gorpy Redbubble item.
Yeah. Blue Sky. Heck, if you want to send us fan art. Once again, Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, email, make a YouTube channel that just uploads videos of fan art and send it to us. Comment and say fan art here underneath the YouTube upload of this episode.
But Isaac, what can they find on our Patreon though?
Whoa, turning it around.
Yep, full spin.
Full circle.
Well, that's where you can get the pre-made mango chutney and strudel, so you can make your very own PB&J strudel.
Whoa, do they get it in the mail, kind of like the HelloFresh thing?
Yep, except it's less good.
That's not as good.
Just not as good.
It's kind of fresh. Hello, stale.
Goodbye, fresh. But we do actually have the Ko-fi, OTAP_podcast. What can they find in the Ko-fi, gentlemen?
Not a lot right now, but we'll shout you out if you give us money.
Yes.
And we will start to add things on there as we have time and people start to use it.
Yeah, if you want the Ko-fi to explode.
I'll probably upload a couple of deleted bits or something, just things that we cut out because we didn't have time.
That's
went a little off
fair.
the rails. Probably going to be some of that with this episode.
Yeah, technical difficulties plague us all.
We were on rails?
Yes, I've been railroading this entire podcast campaign. Well, okay, since Ian's the one who's taking control, I'm gonna take Ian's job. I'm gonna hit us with our funny joke.
I've never been on this end of the
funny joke.
Yeah, I'm excited. Lay it on me.
quote unquote funny joke. Okay, what do you call an alien with 3 eyes?
What?
An Ail-Ian! And the word alien has 3 eyes in it.
Whoa! My name's Ian.
Whoa, he's an alien. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks everybody for listening to another episode of Oh, That's a Podcast. Make sure to Happy Year of the Wolf. Look for your pack and find what's lack, and make sure to
give me a snack.
Make sure to juice up your podcast and give Ian a snack. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Bye, guys.
He's the Mothman.